everyone. One of the most common questions we get asked at Style by Sally is about colours. Women want to know what colours they should be wearing, what colours don't suit them, what colours to avoid. And our advice is not necessarily about whether you can or you can't wear a certain colour. It's about what shade of colour suits you. So I thought the best way to demonstrate this to you today is to choose the colour that I have most of in my wardrobe in terms of the variations of shades of colours. So think of it like this. We can all wear every single colour out there, but for some of us, a certain shade of that colour will work a lot better than others. So I have, as you can see, quite a lot of pink in my wardrobe. So I thought this was a really good way that I could demonstrate to you how certain colours look against your face and how different depths of colours perhaps work better than others. But also what we have up our sleeve as women, our little secret weapon, is we have makeup. So I'm also going to show you how a simple change of lipstick and makeup can actually change how a colour suits you and how it looks against your face. Because sometimes you try on a colour and you look in the mirror and you think, oh, I look a bit pale, I look a bit washed out. But by simply adding a brighter lipstick, that colour is instantly going to work better for you. Now, the other important thing that I'm doing today is I'm filming this in natural light. So I've come to the room in my house that has the most natural light. When you're trying on clothes at home, or probably more so in the shops when we're all back to shopping, it's really important to try and assess how a colour looks on you in front of natural light. Now, this is not always easy, obviously, in the shops because we're in change rooms, and one of my biggest pet peeves is change room lighting. It's pretty horrible. So if you're not at home and you're in the change rooms trying on some clothes and you're not really feeling it in the change room's not really giving you a very accurate indication of whether something works, just step out of the change room and see if you can try and get some more natural light. This is often found at the front of the store where hopefully there might be another mirror, just so that you can get a better sense of whether something does or doesn't suit you, basically. So I'm going to get started on my wardrobe. I'll start with the pink that I'm wearing now and hope you enjoy it. So the colour pink that I'm wearing now I would sort of describe as a blush salmony pink, which is very soft and is a little bit close to our skin tone, many of us. So for me, when I wear this colour near my face, which I really love, I tend to either, as I've put on today, a little bit more bronzer, just to give my face a little bit more depth so I don't look too washed out. Now I've started today just with my very everyday lipstick, which is a real neutral, again, almost like a blush pink. I actually tell a lot of clients about this lipstick. It's by Chanel and it's a lippy at one end and then you just put the gloss over the top over the day and it stays put all day. I do also have it in this fabulous pink as well. So it's really my favorite lipstick for working all day, coughing, eating, talking, all that sort of thing. It just sort of stays on. So I'm just going to start with my neutral lipstick, but this is a good example of a color that I wouldn't wear on a no makeup day, because for me this color would just completely wash me out. Now, it's a good color, I think, if you are a brunette, because there's a little bit more contrast. Sometimes if you've got a softer hair color or more towards a blonde, this color, if you're fair like I am, can be very, very wishy-washy. But this has got enough of a warm undertone for me to actually feel quite good in, as long as I've got a little bit of bronzer on my cheeks. And I haven't got much makeup on my eyes, but the cheeks sort of tend to lift it a little bit. And I'm going to compare it to this jumper. Now, this is an old Scanlan jumper that I love, but as you can see, it's a lot softer. The pink is a little bit more, how would I describe it? I'm trying to describe it myself. You can see, can't you? It's not as flattering against my skin tone. It's a bit wishy-washy. It's almost too pale for me. So I must admit, I don't wear this jumper a lot because I often put it on and think, oh, I look a bit bleh. And because it is just a casual jumper, it's probably not one of the things that I'm going to wear with lots of makeup, because it's something that I just wear with jeans and sneakers. So this admittedly is a hard item in my wardrobe to wear, but this is what you guys can do at home as well. If you're not sure about a color or a shade of colour, this is just a good thing to do, to hold it up near your face in front of natural light and compare. And I think it's fair to say that you can see that this pink, that is a little bit more pinky, this is probably a little bit more skin tone pink, this is better than this. Agreed? Okay, so this is just another version of pink. I would also describe this as being quite blush in tone. It's got that really nice softness to it. So a little bit like the other colour I had on, even though I like this colour, I would always make sure that I had a bit of makeup on so that I didn't look and feel a little bit too washed out, because it's still, I would call in the spectrum of pinks, it's still a very soft pink, but a really good option for those of you who don't love to wear a really bright pink. Speaking of which, I'm going to try that on next. Now, I haven't changed my lipstick yet because I actually don't mind the softness and the matchy of the two colour pinks worn together. So that Chanel lipstick is actually almost identical to this colour, which I quite like. But let's see how we go with some bright pink. So the only thing I've changed is my lipstick and the pink. So now I'm wearing a much more what I would call lolly pink, and I've put a little bit more of a pink lipstick on. Again, I quite like to match my lipstick with my colour, because I just think it helps to, again, lift the colour on you. Now, I get a lot of compliments when I wear this colour pink, and I don't know whether it is because it's just sort of quite bright, and maybe in Melbourne people aren't used to seeing people in this colour pink, but I actually think it's because it suits me. And I want you to keep that in mind the next time you wear a colour and get complimented on it. People don't compliment you on things if they don't look any good. So if you're out and about and you're wearing this beautiful emerald green that you're a little bit nervous to wear out of the house or wear to work, and then all day you get all these compliments saying, wow, you look great today, or wow, that's a fabulous colour, note it down and wear it again. So this is a good pink for me. I feel good in it. I think it's fun, it's feminine, it's a little bit flirty. It's a very flattering pink. Let's see what I've got next. Okay, so another pink in the pink family is this magenta pink, I guess. It's a little bit on the purpley side, probably looks a bit more purple in this video than it is, but it's a much brighter pink, but at the same time it's still got these lovely warm soft undertones to it, certainly more so than the candy pink I had on earlier. So this is also a very flattering colour on most skin types and hair colours. I've kept the same lipstick on, so I've gone a little bit darker with the lipstick compared to that first lipstick I had, but I think this is a really lovely colour as well. It's not a colour I have a lot of in my wardrobe. In fact, this is about it. I tend to sit in the middle range of pinks with most of my wardrobe, but this is a nice change. What do you think? Now, for those of you who feel a little bit scared about pink, or any bright colour for that matter, as a block colour, then you can choose it in a print. So this beautiful Cara Baker Couture silk blouse is made from this beautiful vintage fabric that has the hot pink, and I have changed my lippy to the darker, the pinkest lipstick that I have to work in with the bright pink. The other reason that I need to wear a brighter lipstick with this particular blouse is because of this skin tone in there. It's sort of like it's very skin tone. So for me, because there's quite a bit of it in the blouse worn near my face, I feel like if I wear a soft lipstick or no lipstick, it really does look a little bit wishy-washy. So the brighter lip really helps to make the pink in the top pop and me feel a lot more comfortable wearing it. Okay, so I'll finish in probably what's my favourite pink, this lolly candy pink colour. I feel good in it. It's the sort of colour that when I walk in a store, I'm attracted to. And they're the sorts of things that I'm sure you do, knowingly or not. When you're shopping, you are attracted to certain colours. So keep in mind, you can wear every colour, but you might not be able to wear every shade of every colour. And simple things like lipstick, like a bit of makeup, can also help to change how a colour looks on us, and it actually gives us so many more options. I hope you've enjoyed today, and I can't wait to see you all bursting out your colour in winter. See ya.